Scorpio, hi. Going to do a general love reading today using the Llewellyn deck of cards. If it resonates, it's a general reading. It may not resonate for everyone, but if it does, I am doing a extended reading, and the information for that is down below in the box below. Also, I'm now open for personal readings, and the information for that's also below. Okay, so taking a look as a general love reading. Now, not all love readings are romantic readings. That's why I call them general love readings, because there's love permeating throughout our entire lives, and it's, can be manifested in many ways. So that's why I like to leave it open to the universe to bring up for you what is most relevant for you at this time. And also just to let you know that the kings and queens do not refer to gender, but more to the divine masculine and feminine energies that are in all of us. Okay? All right. Let's take a look here. Scorpio, let's see what's going on. So the guidepost card from the universe is the Four of Pentacles. Okay? I'm just going to draw a clarifier on that as I read it. And we've got the Fool going on here. So it seems to me that what's happening now is you're moving into a different, because this is a guide, it's not in you yet, it's not on you yet, but I can start seeing it being set up here with aces and stuff. So to the next beginning of a new time for you, a new part of your life. And with the Four of Pentacles, it looks to me like you're being guided to stay grounded, stay grounded in kind of earthly things right now as you're moving into this, okay? And that's what I see, the message coming from the universe. Because the moon is above you right now, and that's an energy that has a great influence on you. And what the moon is about, especially in this position of influence, is that it's beginning to shed light on some of the dark kind of energies in you. Your subconscious, maybe emotional things that you haven't been brought to the surface yet, will now kind of be emerging to the surface as the moon begins to shine. And the reason that it's happening, as you can see, because the owl is soaring over it and has to have that illuminated in order to know where to be nourished, where to reach its nourishment. And as emotions are kind of the life force in us, then it equates to water and equates to having some, of that dark areas revealed. In the past, we've got Temperance showing up in the immediate past. I'm just going to draw a card on that. We've got the Knight of Pentacles showing up. So I think there's been an opportunity for you recently, in terms of what I said with the moon up here, to be able to take your time. And I can kind of see that because the world's been, shut down for, let's face it, almost a year now in a way, slowed down for sure. And so that's what Temperance is about. It's like slowing things down to a point where you can access, in the Llewellyn deck, the Temperance is the keeper of the well. And the well is the water and the depth of nourishment and nurturement for mankind, because the water just keeps coming from earth, right? And that's what the well stands for. But it's very dark and it's very deep. And so the microcosm of that would be your own subconscious and your own emotional depths in you that are now being brought to the surface. And so I see this time that was offered to you as a chance to take your time and be able to be comfortable doing that. On you right now, you got the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So once again, the Queen is neither male nor female, but it is an energy of feeling secure and grounded in your divine feminine energy, which, as I say, what I can see this is all about, because, the emotions and the spirituality and are reflected and the metaphor of water, right? Because it is kind of the essence of life. So the Eight of Pentacles is over the Queen of Pentacles, and so the Eight of Pentacles is kind of like a apprenticeship card. So I can kind of see where that's been a mission for you right now, being able to study, kind of study, but hands-on study. So really looking at those parts of you as the microcosm to understand, maybe something greater than that. But looking through your own lens at your own emotions that are getting now, coming more and more to the surface, and being able to feel, courageous enough to go into those depths that maybe you never have, or maybe they just weren't revealed before. So paying attention to dreams, these kinds of readings, things that kind of reflect, and looking at your intuition, because that's the best way to understand your subconscious. We've got the Seven of Wands showing up at the base, and this is where I'm saying you're feeling grounded, because the Seven of Wands shows me that you're in a really good place right now of having to, of not feeling defensive, but being able to understand and take your time with things as they unfold for you. Understanding that these are all things that are coming towards you for your own growth and your own path. But also being in control of them. We're not going to overwhelm you and take over. So you, as I say, with taking your time, it's giving you that ability to do that. Because the Ten of Wands is showing up here in the Two of Swords. So this is your near future. And what I can see is in your near future, you're going to be making some decisions. Decisions that can't possibly be made just through, the mind, like making, we'll make decisions. We're going to say, okay, let's put all of the data on the board and let's take a look at it. Should I do this or should I do that? Okay, checkpoint, 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 whatever. This is different. This is more about using your intuition, because if you can see in the Two of Cards, there, and it's a feminine nature as well, whether you're male or female, using intuition to make those kinds of choices. Because you've got the Ten of Wands, and as I say, during this time, you have done a fair amount of growth, to the point where, as I say, you're not coming from that kind of place feeling overwhelmed and like you have to defend yourself and control things as they come in. So no, you can't come in. And then this very work won't be able to come into you. So the Ten of Wands is taking that growth and finding a place for it to now, where is that going to live in kind of this new world? Certainly your new world, because you've got the Fool going on there, which is the beginning, as I said, of this new journey for you. So taking a look at that and using your intuition to find a place where you feel you can take this, where you've grown to, and begin to build the new life for yourself. And you've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles showing up there too as clarifiers. So really being guided by the two forces, which, as I said, for the Four Pentacles, keeping your feet on the ground. And the Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity for you for higher education, because maybe where you want to take your, the growth requires that. Or it could be financial backing. That could be the beginning of that, getting financial backing to do something. If you're entrepreneurial and you want to open something up, that may be available. But also the Ace of Cups is showing up. So it's really important for you to be able to express this in a heartfelt, creative, authentic way that is true for you. And that's where I see these cards going as you're intuitively making some decisions here. And then the Eight of Cups showing up in your subconscious, which tells me that you already know that you're going to have to leave and go and do something different than what you've been doing. And it's not that what you've been doing was not right for you or wrong for you. It's not about that. It's done. It's already there. And now, because you've got the Fool on you and you're moving on with all this new growth, where do I now go to build my future? Okay? Not stay in my past, but build my future. You have the Four of Cups showing up in your environment, and the Knight of Cups showing up as a clarifier. So that fourth cup is coming down to you from the universe to offer you a different perspective of who, kind of, because you've got the Ace of Cups here, so it's all this creative, emotional energy to be expressed. And the fourth cup is kind of saying it needs to be done in a way that is going to be going to add to your building of this new future for yourself. So it's not just whimsical, it's not based on maybe past perceptions, because it's already showing up as coming towards you. So the opportunities are already coming towards you. So it's really important for you to be able to see them And if you're looking at them from the old paradigm that you were once in as to what you thought was passionate or exciting or, coming from the heart place, is now being expanded upon. So there's more information coming your way. And that way you can recognize an opportunity where you may have rejected in the past by saying, no, that's not right for me, okay? And it's now like, oh, wait a minute. Actually, when I think about it, by doing that, that could lead to me building this new thing that I'm heading into in a real way that will really be able to express what, my values are and stuff. Because the Hermit's showing up in a position of what you want. So you're looking for a path that will totally be lit up based on your own exploration. As I said, with the Eight of Pentacles here, having, kind of researched that in you. And you want something that's going to be a place that you can actually express what you find in there. And that you can bring your true self into. And that's in a position of what you want. And then you've got the Ten of Cups as your outcome card. And that's awesome, because the outcome is being able to create a life based on all of these things. So a life based on what you're discovering about yourself in the true depths of your soul and stuff. A life based on authenticity, heart-centered emotions, and I'll show you this card here, because that's where your true being will actually flourish. And that goes back to what we had here with temperance and the well of being the depth of nourishment. So being able to create a whole life that's nourishing you based on, like I said, the metaphor of water for kind of the essence of life there. And so I'm going to be doing an extended reading for you, the people that this resonates for, and I'm going to really take a look at this Ten of Cups and see what that entails, who it may include, and what it might entail around where you're heading to with that fourth cup showing up. So yeah, right now I'm just going to draw an oracle from the Wisdom of Avalon, and we've got the bee here. Okay, now the bee is all about luck, industrious, and sweet victory. Now with this Ten of Cups showing up as your outcome, and the work that you've done here, as I say, with the apprenticeship card and the opportunities that you've learned and what you've, been able to now not feel so like you have to push things away and making your decisions and stuff, intuitively, you've done a lot of work. And that's what this industrious is about. So the sweet victory is now, within your reach. So let's take a look in the extended what that looks like. All right. Thanks, Scorpio, and I'll see you next week.